today I'm going to go over how to find angles with a protractor. Okay, so this is a nice, cool little site, and I can link. I will link this site in the description if you want to try yourself. But basically, there is a protractor here, and there are some angles. So how you want to find an angle with the protractor is you want to spin it around, and you do that by holding the shift key. But if you were doing it with a real protractor and paper, obviously you would just move it properly. And basically you want to line up this little dot here on the vertex or angle, and then line up the line. This is either this zero line here or this zero line here with one of these lines, with one of the line segments, okay? So here, so it looks like I need to move it a little bit. That looks about right to me, okay? So now I have this line. The protractor is here, about right where it should be. And then since it's this side of the protractor that is on the line, I have to use the blue numbers, because the blue numbers have zero at the start. Now, if I were doing this line of the protractor, which I can show you later, you would use the black, because you always want to start with the zero line. And then basically all you're doing is seeing where the line is here. And the other line of the angle looks to be right at about, in the blue, right at about 100. Okay? So this angle right here, as you can see, it's a little more than 90 degrees, because it's a little more open. And it looks to be right at about 100 degrees. Now, it looks like they're trying to have you figure out what this angle is, the other angle, right? So this one is 100, and this angle, I know that a circle is 360 degrees, right? Like in basketball or something, or I don't know. When you do a 360, it means you spin around one full time. So a circle is 360 degrees, right? So that means that since this part that we measured is 100, this part, the rest of the circle, would have to be 260, right? So 360 minus 100 equals 260. All right. So let's see if we can do this one now. So we go here, and that looks to be about lined up. And this time we're using the black because on the on the line segment that we lined up with the protractor, the zero on this side is the black. So we have to make sure we're using those numbers, because you will get the wrong answer if you're using the blue numbers. And so let's see. We have to go to the other line now, and it looks to be right at about, I guess it's like 139, 140 or so. Let's just say that's about 140, just for ease of use, but I don't know if my line is exactly right, but yeah, it's right around like 138, 139, I guess. So if they're looking for the rest of it, I would say that it would be 360, right, the full circle, minus 138 or 139, which would be, what, about 220, 221, 222 would be the rest. Now, what I can do is, if I want, I can spin this like this, okay, and use it on the other side to just check. Now, I'm using the blue numbers, and right here, as you can see, it's right about, yeah, like the same thing, right about 140. Okay, so it's right about 140. So, as I said, I will link this in the I will link this website in the description, but this is a pretty cool website where you can use an interactive protractor. But yeah, it's a pretty good tool. So that is how you measure angles with a protractor.